City, you guys, and guess what? We got us a plus
Yes,
one
we
in the
do.
building. Our first guest up, and guess what, man? This young man is phenomenal. I'm first of all, I'm gonna let him tell you. I don't want to get all into
Get
his
all
accolades.
into it,
So
but
I was
y'all,
getting ready to go. I was ready to go, but I'm gonna let
y'all,
you
he
introduce.
is Spotlight family already because
Already.
he's one of our legendary Spotlight family members because he was with us back in the old studio, and so he is back today with some amazing things that his journey has not stopped. He has not stopped. He's a serial entrepreneur from my
Serial.
perspective, and I want y'all to welcome back to the show our Spotlight family, Justin
Drummond! Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up.
Hey,
Hey,
Glad to
good
be
to
back,
have you,
welcome
bro.
man.
back.
You like our new home?
Yeah, I know. I watched it on IG, so I'm glad to be here live, man. And it just shows the
Yes.
growth, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. God is
thank
amazing.
you for the inspiration.
Yeah, we
Welcome,
appreciate
welcome.
it. God is amazing,
Sure.
man. So thank you for being a part of the fam.
Yeah.
First of all.
Totally.
Yes,
You-
Justin is his journey is long. He's done some professional basketball at some point. You've done some tailored suits at some
Yeah,
point.
right.
So what are you doing now?
So you a serial
What are you
entrepreneur.
into
Yeah.
now?
Yeah. So, I have the cybersecurity company, and then we have the suits. That's where we came at the last studio.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had to just find a way. Basketball was pretty much my mantra growing up. But the numbers don't add up. We're about to spend millions of dollars this summer on basketball camps, and football camps, right? But you have a 1% chance of anybody that even goes Division One. We're not even talking about the league. We're talking about Division One. And so with that method, decided to start another company called Dreamers Inspiration, which will just traject that energy, that creative energy, and even just the hopes of what is successful towards something that's realistic, such as cybersecurity, something that is going to be here in the digital age and moving forward. Because the time of investing in things that aren't giving our communities return,
It's over.
time to make a change.
I love
But you
it.
made a good point. So when you say cybersecurity, explain to the people who in the audience who are not really familiar with that whole
Yeah, so
situation.
cybersecurity is an emerging industry as we move forward into the digital age, as everything becomes robotic controlled, AI controlled, and everything is ran by computers. These computers have to be protected. So we're talking about a new large industry that the masses can tap into. You don't need to know how to code. I mean, there's levels of education that you can tap into, but ultimately be successful.
Right.
And it's just preparing you for the jobs in 2030, 2040, and 2050, where a lot of the jobs are going to be phased out due to robotics.
They
But
already
if you're in
doing it, yeah.
cybersecurity, then you are a part of that transition because you're protecting this new world of systems that runs the world. And it's for the masses. It's not for the very few. The masses can eat because it will be protecting just what we're going to be living in going in 20 years from now.
And so I saw on your post where it was so many jobs needed to be filled in
Right.
the cyber field.
Yeah, over 500,000.
Yes.
And that was last year. Right now it's 2.3 million.
Wow.
And
So that shows the growth
Shows
in
the
a year.
growth, right, due to the technology. Because as more technology is implemented, you need more people to monitor, right?
Right.
So as it
Right.
grows, this industry will continue to grow and exposing our young people. We're doing, really cool cyber camps. We've developed a gaming module called Journey of a Cyber Warrior. And
That's what I wanted to talk about, yeah.
And it's an animated character. They're all black and brown characters. We never see ourselves on Pixar.
Ever.
And, so it's a way that we can envision ourselves there. And it's really cool. Games, you learn about firewalls, coding, how to, some cool missions about how to hack into, military sites around the country. But that's ultimately in the idea of fantasizing this so they can do it as a career one day and be successful.
Wow.
And you know what I love about that?
Yeah.
Kids learn with these games a lot.
Yeah.
And so it's very interactive to do something like that with the
Yeah.
younger generation because they get bored fast.
Right, board fast. Yeah.
Super fast.
Super
and so
fast.
for you to do something like that,
Yeah.
that energizes them and make them motivated to want to learn and do it.
Totally.
I really applaud you for what you're doing.
Brilliant.
So what made you
Brilliant,
get into the
Justin.
cyber field? Because it's off the path for us as a black and brown community.
Yeah, totally. When I
we
say-
don't get into it.
Yeah, when I say cyber, people kind of give me three eyes. And, I love safety. That was kind of my passion growing up. And you got to stay current. So what's the number one safety industry emerging is cybersecurity. So I was able to put my love for tech and safety in the same realm. And with kind of seeing the industry, I'm around executives. Don't nobody look like me, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't nobody look like me. So I may not be able to affect the present, but I can affect the future. And that's why I'm developing these games and having some of these cyber camps where bringing kids in, they compete, win money because ultimately we want to reinforce positive avenues.
right.
And so it's something that is still new, but my love for safety and tech kind of brought me into cybersecurity.
So for those who not familiar, it's a great field to be in. Not just if you should have some type of passion for some of what this young man said, but you also should be driven by the income too, because it will pay well. So
Right.
We know that you getting a bag over there.
Yeah,
Let's talk about the income.
good.
What's the average salary for a person who gets into
Yeah.
cyber security?
So let's say a starting out salary of, let's say, just a security data analyst is easily $75,000.
Just intro.
Just entry level, entry level. If you go to school for information technology degree, data forensics degrees, a lot of universities are offering cybersecurity degrees. Now, they didn't offer them when I was in school, but now as it's starting to emerge, people are starting to want
because
these.
of the
for the demand. And they need students,
I love it.
So, those are like the initial areas. And when you talk about a career, man, I can know people making $240,000 literally at home on their computer.
At home on the computer.
Because a lot of people don't know cyber is just applications, knowing how to use certain things. It's not knowing how to do trigonometry and coding, because I know some of that turns majority of us off.
Right.
But you have to be exposed properly. And that's what, the goal is to do, because we can't let our, continue to let our youth fall by the wayside.
Justin, I love what you're doing. I really, really do. How do people, connect and participate and get and take advantage of this stuff?
Totally. So the website that your child can go on, you can go on and learn about, money in the cyber industry, and also the games at Dreamers with a Z, inspiration.com. We had our first Cybersphere event. It was extremely successful. The kids came in, competed, won money, but ultimately left with a new education around cybersecurity and what it could do for them. And we have more camps coming this soon, so stay tuned.
Justin, thank you so very. Y'all, how cool is this? It's brilliant. We love it. We love what you're doing. You know that we're family here at Spotlight Over the City. Anytime that you need to have an update or whatever, make sure that you let us know so we can have you back here, because we family.
Yeah, we family.
All right. So tell people how they can follow you and all of that. Give out your stuff so we can let you know.
And any last cool point that you want to drive home to the audience that's listening, make sure you drive that point as well.
Totally. So Justin.Drummond _ is my personal. Dreamers Inspiration is how you find the actual platform on Instagram, and dreamersinspiration.com online. And one final word that I can say is make sure we're investing in things for our youth that matter, right? Take time to see what you're investing in this summer. This summer, if it's going to be a lot of sports, no, let's integrate that with something tech, something that's actually going to work. Because believe it or not, the 1% make it. And even if your child is not the 1%, they still deserve to be successful.
I love it.
And
I love it. Thank you all so much. Y'all give it up for
Let's
our
give it up
Spotlight
one more time
family.
for my Justin Drummond in the
building. Yes. All right. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to go to a quick commercial break, Justin, and we're going to come back with our next guest, Mariah. And yes, that's what we're going to do. Totally. Yeah, after that.
All right. We'll be right back. Spotlight Over the City.